Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the full year 2024 reading for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you, especially because we're taking a look at full year here, Capricorn. But let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, also, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel already, please do subscribe. That helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But column number one, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So kind of a reflection of 2023. The next column we're going to do is any key messages, any big things we need to know going into 2024. We'll do a money column, a love column, and in the fifth and final column, we'll do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, or excuse me, a crystal of the year for you, a healing note. We're also going to do an angel wishes, which is a message from a loved one who has passed away. And we're also going to do a letting go note, because, you know, we need to let go of 2023 and get ready for 2024. But again, let's get into it. Column number one, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So kind of like reflection or recap of 2023. So we have a summary affirmation card to start us off with here, and the card is shift. So I feel like there's been lots of changes, lots of transitions, lots of shifts for you, Capricorn, over this last year. So lots of shifts, lots of changes. We'll get into that a little bit more, but I feel like it's been a pretty fluid year. Potentially some changes maybe we didn't expect also. It's kind of a message I'm hearing here. But let's take a look and see what we've got. The first card we have is the Fool card. The Fool card's the first card in the Major Arcana. It's fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, adventures, beginnings. With the Fool card, I always tell people to go after these new things. So perhaps that's what drove these shifts. That's what drove these changes. Is going after these new opportunities, these new beginnings. That's nice to see. Love the Fool card. Lots of great new beginnings, it seems. The next card that we have is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords can be like a card of theft, betrayal, dishonesty. You see this person's like packing up their stuff and moving on. Again, these are the things that drive these shifts. So I feel like there were things that were not right, relationships that weren't right, interactions that weren't right, and we moved on from them. Again, you're gathering your stuff here, Capricorn, and moving forward on to new beginnings. The next card we have is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is very spiritual, very intuitive card. I love to see this one. When I see it, I know I'm like reading for somebody who's psychic or has medium abilities or has that kind of really strong intuition. So love to see the High Priestess. This can also be like a cards of secret or mystery. So again, I do feel like we were finding out information that drove change and drove new beginnings for us. But the High Priestess, again, very spiritual, very intuitive. I feel like maybe you've done some work on that too. Maybe you started reading cards, practicing meditation, anything that kind of is more on the spiritual side or on the intuitive side there. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a card of newness. This is new projects. This is taking action to new things. Very fitting with the Fool card because, again, I feel like we went after these new opportunities, these new beginnings. So that's you taking action there with the Page of Wands. The next card we have is the Hermit card. The Hermit card's about a card with going within for clarity. This is like doing what feels good at our heart. It's about spiritual illumination, and I feel like we kind of like had to check in and know that these things weren't serving us well, these things weren't making us feel good, and hence why, again, we kept moving away from them, transitioning forward, shifting forward. So a little bit of that with the Hermit card as well. And at the bottom we have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups can be a new love card, so potentially some new love for some of you in 2023. This is also like a studious card, though, or working hard. Again, I feel like some of you are like learning how to read tarot cards, or practicing your mediumship, or yoga, or meditation, or kind of something in that vein. But I see you like working hard, studying, learning something there. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, Capricorn, which is general kind of big messages for 2024. To kick us off, we have the summary affirmation card of Absence. This is interesting. So absence is about taking the time that you need for yourself. So throughout this year, make sure you take whatever time you need for yourself here, Capricorn. This is never like a selfish thing either. I know sometimes people feel like if they take time for themselves for whatever reason, they feel like that can be selfish, but that's definitely not the case. So throughout the year, take the time that you need for yourself. I don't know that this is going to be a fast-paced year. You're going to have that opportunity to pause, process, think things through, do that kind of gut check, that soundness check. So definitely capitalize on that ability to do so, on that time that you may have. But let's see what other messages we have here. First up is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is very much so a communication important card. This is a very honest card as well. Again, I feel like you're doing a lot of checking in with yourself, giving yourself time, space to process. I love this. Again, it's just really taking that step back, taking that breath, thinking things through. Honesty is super important though with the Queen of Swords, as well as communication. So do keep those both top of mind. If you do need to take a step back, make sure we're communicating it. You know, if you want to think on something for a few days, say, okay, I just need to think about this for a few days. So don't just disappear off the face of the earth, but also do take that time for yourself here. Sorry for the glare there, Capricorn. And then taking a look at our next card here, we have our Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles, this is a card of being patient, but this is new job, raise, promotion, investment, some sort of money news. So I like to see there's some sort of money coming in here for you. Given the fact that it's tied to the Patience card, I think that it could take maybe like 6-ish months, but maybe halfway through the year, I think we could see some really good money movement coming in. And at the bottom here, we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success. I think we're going to have a lot of all of those things. I could see you getting awards this year, Capricorn, recognition. We're just going to have lots of wins going into 2024, so that's super exciting to see. Definitely one of the big wins, though, will be whatever this new money is that's coming in here. Taking a look at our clarifiers now, we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of having a plan. So do be keeping having a plan top of mind as you go into 2024. A plan is going to help you accomplish all the things that you want to get done, Capricorn. So I don't know if I would call it like New Year's resolutions, but maybe have a high level plan of the things that we want to accomplish for the year. This is also a card of expansion, a card of growth. So we love to see those. Of course, you're growing every single year. Potentially expanding like in a business, expanding your knowledge, maybe continuing education or something of that sort. This is also a card of commerce. So again, it does seem like this will be a pretty good money year for you. So I love to see that as well there, Capricorn. The next card that we have is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of persistence. So remember with the Page of Pentacles, the message that was coming through there is patience. So make sure we stay persistent, keep pushing through, stay consistent, stay persistent, keep working towards whatever that is you want, because it's coming for you. The Nine of Wands is also a card of having boundaries. So knowing when to say no. So having some nice clear boundaries for yourself and others in 2024 will also be really beneficial. And at the bottom, we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a very resourceful card. This is about using your resources in the right way. It's like putting your time, your money, your energy, your effort into the right things. And it seems that you're definitely doing that. Again, we have lots of successes, lots of awards, lots of recognition coming in 2024. So there's no doubt you're putting your resources in all the right places going into 2024, Capricorn. So really nice to see. The Queen of Pentacles can also be like a fertility card. So if you're hoping to grow your family, that could definitely be in the cards for you, to say the least. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. So quick money message to start with. Schedule a date to explore a zip code closest to your dream reality. Pay attention to the feelings that come up while you are there. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. So in this first card here, we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a card of giving or receiving. I actually feel like you'll be really well positioned this year, Capricorn. Well, you'll be able to donate your time. You'll be able to donate money to things. This is coming through very generously. So I do feel like you'll do some generous giving, whether it's time or money, going into 2024. I do see you receiving, though, when we talked about that earlier, it does seem like there's a nice shift of money coming in. So it's kind of a nice balance of being generous and giving as well as receiving. The next card that we have is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is typically a not very good relationship. This is like some sort of conflict, some sort of bully, some sort of, it's just not the best relationship. So I do feel like there could be a relationship at work that we're having problems with. I'm going to clarify this and see what other information we get here. But I do feel like there could be a conflict with somebody that's coming up here. It does feel career related, work related. At the bottom we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very confident, very self-assured. I do think for many of you, you're going to start like some sort of side business, start working towards some sort of other income, and that will be really good with the Queen of Wands. It's like you're confident and you're very capable, I'm seeing here with the Queen of Wands. I see you taking the lead, getting things done, taking the plunge, and going for this new opportunity. But again, let's clarify, see what other messages we've got here. We have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a card. This can be like self-imposed restrictions. Again, I don't feel like we've been in the position before, Capricorn, where we could really give. And again, you have that opportunity now, whether it's time or money, whatever it may be. Maybe you're even like really good at writing, so you're helping somebody with writing things, like you're donating writing. Again, I just feel like you're giving, but we didn't have the opportunity to give before. So that's really good. Also, as we get this new money in, I would recommend not going wild. Do have a little bit of restriction, moderation, control there. Pay off debt maybe versus like spending more money. Of course, you can do whatever you want with your money, Capricorn, but just throwing out some examples there for you. The next card we have is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia. So it's like we're reflecting back on an event. I do feel like we need to go backwards to figure out what's causing this conflict and then figure out how we can resolve this issue with this person. This is like a card of peace. This is a card of coming together. It's a card of reunion. So I do feel like we'll like rectify whatever this issue is, but I do feel like there is a conflict with the person. But again, we need to go back in time, revisit the events, figure out where things went wrong here, Capricorn, and try and work through this. So that would be my advice if you get to this situation and then want to resolve that. Again, figure out what the underlying issue is there. At the bottom, we have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a skill, quality, craftsmanship card. Put your best work out there all the time. But again, I feel like you're going to start your own business, and it's like we like to obviously do our best work for ourselves. It's something we're very passionate about. It's something we really enjoy. I see a nice circle of support around this too. So there could be like a business partner coming into play here as well, potentially, if you're interested in that. Again, nice circle of support. Or maybe you start a business and like you have a really good friend circle that invests in the business and buys your products and shares your posts on social media, all of those type of things. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. So a quick love message here for you. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love here, Capricorn. The first card that we have is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a card of heartbreak. Potentially some of you, I think, could be ending a relationship this year in 2024. I feel like this is an ending for some. Again, there's kind of sadness here. It's separation, divorce. The nice thing, this is also like a recovery card. So by ending this relationship, we're also healing in the process here, Capricorn. And remember, this could be anything. This could be a coworker that we're not getting along with. This could be a love interest, maybe a friendship that's not serving us well. Maybe there's a family member that we're just finally ready to cut ties with. But again, I do feel like there's that separation, that closure, and the ending of the relationship in itself seems to do so much for you in terms of healing. The next card that we have is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a card of withdrawing and isolating. Again, I feel like we're pulling back from this relationship. We're ready to put it to bed. We're ready to let it go. I feel like it is also restricting you. It's holding you back here, Capricorn, and that's why we decide to let it be. And at the bottom, we have the World card. The World card is the last card in the Major Arcana. It's lessons learned, it's completion, it's wrapping things up, it's things coming to a close. So again, it does look like there is some closure in a relationship here. Looking at our clarifiers, we have the Star card. The Star card is a card of renewal and hope. It's interesting, I was telling you, I feel like just by like ending this relationship, so much healing and progress is being made. You're feeling so much better already. So with the Star card here, that's the renewal of the energy. That's the feeling better. Those are what we're just referring to there. The next card that we have is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is a card of theft, betrayal, dishonesty. Again, it's that not very good relationship. You see this person grabbing their swords and almost running away from the situation. That's you. I feel like you're kind of gathering up your stuff here, Capricorn, and parting ways. That's you moving away from the relationship. And at the bottom here, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. So we talked about the World card being an ending, and now it makes sense totally that we have a newness card. So when we close that door, we're actually really opening a door for something new, hopefully something that makes you feel much better, something that's serving you much better there, Capricorn. Okay, fifth and final column, a message from our future self or spirit guides. This is almost like advice for 2024. We have the card Fragments. So when we see the Fragments card, it means that we don't always necessarily have all the information at once. So expect to be gathering knowledge, taking in information for a while. I always tell people, like, be hesitant to make a decision until we know all the information. First up, we have the Two of Wands. Anytime we have a Two of Wands, or a two of any type, anything, it is a decision card. So I feel like there could be a decision here, but we don't have all the information. The Two of Wands is also a waiting card, so I feel like we'll be waiting to get that information because, again, we only have fragments. We only know some of the information we need, and it seems like it's a pretty significant decision. So make sure you have all the information you need before you go and make a decision. The next card that we have is the Empress. The Empress is a card of creation. It's a card of abundance. We love to see the Empress. Again, I feel like this is big. It has an impact on what we do in the future. So we really want to make sure that we have all the information we need to make this decision. The Empress is also a card of fertility and pregnancy. So again, we had a couple cards pop up here, but if you want to grow your family, that's a good one for you, Capricorn. At the bottom, we have the Justice card. The Justice card is a card of cause and effect. It is truth coming out, though, which is great to see, too. So I feel like I have no doubt that you'll get the information that we need, but it's a matter of waiting to make sure you get that information, Capricorn. So please keep that in mind. This is an indicator of a favorable outcome for you, though, so I like the way this decision plays out. We just need to have a really good grasp and full visibility of the decision before we make the decision. The Justice card is also great for legal matters, contracts, things of the court. So if any of those come up in 2024, again, quite a favorable outcome for you there. Looking at our clarifiers here, we have the Chariot. The Chariot's the vroom vroom card. It means there's action, there's change. It's about being on a journey. Again, I just wouldn't move forward till we have all the information that we need. The next card that we have is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles, I believe we talked about it earlier. This is a card of patience. It's a card of waiting. So again, don't make any decisions till we have all of the information. It does seem like this is connected into money. So the Page of Pentacles is like promotion, money news, some sort of new money. So I feel like it has a financial impact. So again, we want to be careful how we make that decision. And at the bottom, we have the Strength card. The Strength card is a self-love card. It's a self-respect card. Again, we need to make sure we know all the details here, Capricorn, so we can take good care of ourselves, so we can serve ourselves well. So you can take care of yourself as you make that decision. You don't want to just make it blind without knowing the information, knowing the details. Okay, now at this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them. I do encourage you to ask 2024 related questions since that's what this video is about, but you can ask whatever. Question number 1, we have the Queen of Spades. This is number 24 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2, we have the 10 of Diamonds, number 8 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3, we have the Ace of Hearts, the number 11 card. That's going to be a no. So yes, no, no there for you, Capricorn. Looking at our Healing Stones deck, we're going to pull crystal that you can keep for the year of 2024. You have rhodonite, which is good for closure, brings balance, helps process experiences that maybe are traumatic or difficult. Also really, really pretty there. We are going to pull a healing note. We can all always use more healing, so a quick healing message for you. The only courage that matters is the kind that gets you from one moment to the next. We are also going to pull a card from this lovely Letting Go deck. We need to let go of 2023, get ready for 2024. It says, dismiss thoughts that don't lead to the garden of infinite possibilities. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Angel Wishes deck. Again, this is a message from a loved one who's passed away to you. The message says, don't listen to others as the messages you are receiving are correct. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe. I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you again, Capricorn, and I hope you have a wonderful 2024.